Let's start. So who is our today's convener and who is rapporteur? Who is convener and who is rapporteur?
Sir, I am rapporteur.
Okay, Ritu, you are the rapporteur. Okay, all right. Then convener?
Arif is the convener.
I am the convener.
Arif. Okay, Arif Mahmood. Okay. Arif, please start the session.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
You see, there are 12 contestants attending today's
Carry on, Arif. Carry on. Your microphone is off. Mute. Unmute your microphone, please.
Okay, sir. Sorry, sir. Today's rapporteur is Samia Akhtar Ritu. I request him to summarize the previous class.
Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon, all of you. And thanks to convener. I am Saima Ritu and I am today's rapporteur. Now I am going to describe our previous lecture in brief. At previous lecture, we was learn about personal computers, PCs, Macintosh computer, and generations of computer, like first generation computer using backups, second generation computer using transistors, third generation computer using integrated circuits, fourth generation computer using microprocessors, and fifth generation computer is using artificial intelligence. That's all. Now I would like to invite our today's convener to continue next session. Thank you.
Thank you, Samia Akhtar Ritu. If anybody any question to Samia Akhtar Ritu, then you will ask her.
So any question, anyone regarding the previous lecture?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, all right. Carry on. Convener, carry on.
Thank you, everyone. Now I requested our honorable teacher to start our section.
Okay. Thank you, convener, and thank you, rapporteur. So now I'm going to start our today's session. In today's session, basically we are going to discuss about our lecture number 2, or you can say according to your book, chapter number 2. In our previous 2 classes, the previous 3 classes, the first class was the orientation class, second class and third class we discussed about chapter 1. And the title, if you remember, computer concept. So in today's class, we are going to start our second chapter, and the title of the chapter is Basic Hardware. In chapter 1, we learn about computer system. Inside the computer system, we have in total 2 parts. First part is computer hardware and second part is computer software. So in the second chapter, we are going to learn about computer hardware, and in the third chapter, we are going to learn about computer software. Okay.
Software.
Let me share the slide with you guys, and let me know whether you can see it or not. Can you guys see the lecture now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Just a minute. Mashfi is facing problem to join the class. I don't know why. Okay, all right. Now, inside this chapter, as I already mentioned, we are going to learn about computer hardware. So you already know what is the definition of computer hardware. In our previous chapter, basically we learned about the definition of computer hardware, and if you remember, inside the computer system, which component we can touch, which component has physical existence, those things are called basically what? Computer hardware. So inside this chapter, we are going to learn about this is the outcome of this chapter. Basically, you are going to identify at the end of the chapter, you are going to identify the basic elements, okay, of the hardware, then explanation of their function, how they fit together to form an architecture, then develop an understanding of the fundamentals of hardware and software technology that underlying contemporary computer-based information system. So in this chapter, mainly we are going to learn about some basic hardwares which we have inside the computer system, their functionality, in some cases their advantages, disadvantages, and how they basically fit inside the computer system. So let's start. I would like to start with these basic parts of computer. So here you can see as basic parts we have in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 basic hardwares we have, and the hardwares are computer case, computer monitor, computer keyboard, mouse, and power cord. So these are the basic, very basic hardware inside the computer system. Now we are going to learn about them one by one. Like what is computer caching, some characteristics of this hardware, if there is any variation, I mean classification, okay. Then what is monitor, different types of monitor, their advantages, disadvantages, as well as their characteristics. Okay. In this way, we are going to cover one by one all the hardwares given here. Okay. So let's start with this computer case. So do you have any idea what is computer case? Anyone? Or sometimes we call
Yes, sir.
casing. Okay. What is it?
It is the main case in which the motherboard, processor, then the power supply and other stuff are set up.
Okay, very good. Okay, so he's very right. So this is basically nothing but a box, look like a box basically, and inside this box what we are doing, we are keeping some sensitive hardwares, like as your friend already mentioned, some hardware names like motherboard, like RAM, like hard disk, like CD ROM or DVD ROM. Then think about your microprocessor, power supply unit, okay, cooling fan. So these type of things we have in this computer case. Okay.
Yes.
Now we can go to this discussion. Here you will get some characteristics and the classification of this computer. So at first, let's see what they are saying. They are saying that we can call this computer case by using different name, like computer chassis. You can call it computer, tower. You can call it system unit. You can call it cabinet. Okay. You can call it base unit or simply computer case. That is the thing. Name are different, but the thing is basically same. So here you can call it in different name. The first point they mention. In the second point, they are mentioning it basically contain most of the hardwares except your display, that means monitor, printer, your keyboard, that means some input devices, and your mouse. Okay, except these 3 hardware, okay, or this type of input output hardware, most of the hardwares are stored inside the, are located inside the computer cache, isn't it? Your motherboard, your RAM, your CD, DVD, ROM, okay, then CPU, central processing unit, cooling fan, power supply unit, expansion slot, okay, number of things we have, CMOS battery, number of things we have inside the computer case. Then they are basically mentioning here, case are usually constructed from steel or aluminium. Okay, this casing might be constructed by this steel or aluminium. But nowadays we can we can have some computer casing which basically made by plastic even, okay, or made by glass even, isn't it? Okay. Right.
Yes, sir.
So now we are going to learn about different types of computer case. What are the different types of computer case? Mainly there are two variation. One is vertical tower, another one is flat desktop. So here we have two variations, vertical tower and flat desktop. So what is vertical tower computer case? Here the main characteristics is height is more than the weight. Okay, height is more than the weight. Okay, and it is designed to sit on the floor. We basically keep this type of computer casing on the floor. So let me show you the picture, then the concept will be much more clear to you. So here okay, I'm showing the picture to you. So here, can you see that the vertical tower computer case? So this is called actually what? Vertical tower computer case. As you can see, height is more and wide is less. And we usually, keep this type of computer casing on the floor. Okay, that's why they are called basically vertical tower computer. On the other hand, here we have second types of computer casing, that is called flat desktop. And in flat desktop, the size is the opposite. Here height is less, width is more. So it's look like basically pizza box, and it designed to sit on the desk, okay, under the computer's monitor. So it basically save our space. Let me show you the picture again. Can you see the picture here? Flat desktop computer case. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This one is basically what? It's a look like a pizza box, isn't it? Okay. And we basically usually use this type. Keep this type of computer casing or computer case on the desk. Okay. Here you can see one picture. This casing basically attached with this computer monitor. Okay, that is the thing. A computer monitor attached with this computer casing. So these type of casings are called flat desktop computer case or casing. So is that clear to you? What is vertical tower and what is flat desktop computer case? I think you guys are clear. Now, next point they're mentioning about the computer case. They're mentioning that inside the computer case we have number of things like power supply unit. You can see the power supply unit we have. Okay. Then drive base. Okay. Now you might ask me one question. What is drive bay? Okay. Do you have any idea what is drive bay? Anyone?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Let me show you the drive base. Okay. So here you can, in the picture, here you can see this portion. Okay. Inside this computer casing. It look like a rack, isn't it? Look like a shelf where we can place our CD-ROM, DVD-ROM, hard disk, floppy disk. Okay. So here we can place those things. Okay. And this is basically called what? Drive
base.
Right?
Drive base.
Drive base. Drive base.
Right.
Inside this drive base, we can basically insert number of hardware like CD-ROM, DVD-ROM, hard disk, this type of thing. We can attach it by using screw. Okay, there are some screw. By using screw, we can attach them here. Okay, like in a shelf, what basically we do? We basically keep our goods in an organized manner. So same way, inside this drive bay, we can place some hardwares in an organized manner. Okay, that is the thing. So now I think you have idea what is drive bay. Okay, and here you can see this white mark, yellow mark given. So here, this is the, block. If you press it, automatically it will break down, and here you can install your CD-ROM, DVD-ROM, or you can insert here your floppy disk. This type of device you can insert over there. Okay, that is the thing. All right.
Sir, can you repeat, sir?
Okay,
I can't understand.
I'm saying that this drive bay, so this rack shape is called basically what? Drive bay. This drive bay basically available inside your computer casing. Okay, and what is the use of this drive bay? Basically, we use drive bay to place our CD-ROM, DVD-ROM, okay, then hard disk, okay, then floppy disk.
Okay, sir. Okay,
This
sir.
type of
Okay,
thing we
okay.
can install here. This type of thing we can
Install
attach
here.
here. Okay, that is the thing. Okay,
Okay,
all
sir.
right. I think you get the question, huh? And get the answer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. Then they're saying that inside the computer casing we have power supply unit, then drive base. You already have idea what is drive base. Then okay, rear panels that can accommodate peripherals. Okay, accommodate some peripherals. Peripheral means some input output device. Okay. Then we have number of connectors. Okay. Then motherboard. We have a motherboard. Okay. And number of expansion slot we have on the motherboard. So these are the things we have inside this computer case. And they are saying that this computer case, basically what it is doing, it is enclosed. That means it basically cover. It basically cover the whole things. I mean, whatever the hardware they mention here, they basically cover up these hardwares. Okay, by using this metal plate. Okay, or by using this aluminium plate, basically covering these hardwares. Okay, that is the thing. Like think about our human body. In our human body, we have some sensitive organs. Okay, like think about your heart, like think about your lungs, isn't it? Okay, so and you see there over there is a bone, isn't it? Okay, in Bangla that is called Bokkho Pinjor, isn't it? In biology, you basically learn
Yes,
this,
sir.
right? These things are very sensitive. That's why we are basically giving extra protection over there. So same way, this motherboard, this RAM, this CPU, this power supply unit, this is the sensitive hardware in the computer system. That's why we are basically giving protection by using this metal plate or by using this plastic plate. Okay, that is the thing. And we call it computer case. Okay, all right. Then the next thing we have, most case also have a power button. In the front side of your computer case, you will get a power button
Power
or
button.
switch,
Switch.
right? And by using this switch, what you can do? You
Can
can
turn on the PC.
boot
Connect
your
on
computer. You can boot, boot your computer. Do you have idea what is boot? Boot means basically what?
Means basically sir, turning on the PC.
Boot means
actually,
start or restart. Okay, booting
Turn
means
on, sir.
starting or restarting the computer. That is called actually what?
Computer. But
Booting. Okay, that is the thing. Boot means start or restart. So by pressing on this computer power button, you can start or you can restart your computer. Okay.
Then
And-
sir, what does the word reboot means?
Sorry.
Reboot means what, sir? What does the word reboot means?
Reboot means actually restart. Okay, restart basically it indicates the restart. Okay, restarting thing. Okay. So
Then boot is only just the start.
boot basically in some cases we basically use boot for both of them. Okay, start and restart.
Okay.
Both of them we are also using.
Start
this. That is
Okay, sir, got it.
okay, and we have a restart button. We have a small button just beside the power button. That is called basically what? Restart button. Then we have number of LED light. Okay, number of LED light we have, which basically indicates the power. Okay, which basically indicates the power and like whether your computer is open or not, your computer has internet connectivity or not. Okay, this type of things indicated by those LED light. Okay. Then we have other things as well. We have, that is, we have different types of port. IO port. IO port means basically what? Number of input output ports we have. Is it clear to you? Number of input output ports we have. Like we have USB port, we have audio in, audio out port, then we have SATA port, we have PATA port, we have HDMI port, we have VGA port, okay, we have Ethernet port, number of ports we have. Okay, we are going to learn about this, this port in our next part of this chapter. Am I clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is the basic concept of this computer case. So do you have any questions so far regarding computer case? Any problem, anyone? To understand this computer case or any point I need to explain again. You guys go through this slide, okay? For a while, I'm going to receive a call.
Sir, I have a question. The next
Just a minute. Keep your question
next
with you.
page. The
I'm going
next
to give
page.
your answer. I'm going to give your answer after receiving a call. One of your friend not able to join the class. Let me help him. Hello, assalamu alaikum. জি 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 আমি দেখছি যে
Is there any computer technician in our section?
Nazmul sir, maybe.
Only engineers, no technicians.
okay guys.
Najmul Afsar.
Okay, now tell me.
আর
Now tell
নুরুল
me,
আফসার নাকি জানি
do you have any question or not regarding this thing?
I have a question.
Please, if you have any
The
question, then raise
next
your question.
page.
Hello,
Next page. Picture. The picture.
picture. All right.
Page number 5.
This one.
These are
Okay, all right.
extension slot.
Okay, all right.
What is this?
So here basically
Graphics card.
this is the expansion slot. Okay, this is the expansion slot. Basically you find out this expansion slots on your motherboard. Okay, whatever the motherboard you have, you are going to get this expansion slot on your motherboard. And what is the use of this expansion slot? Suppose you need to add extra graphics card, okay, with your computer, then you can add your extra graphics card on this expansion slot. If you would like to add one sound card, okay, then you can add that sound card in this expansion slot. If you want, you can add TV card, okay, this type of thing you can add in this expansion slot. Okay, that is the thing. Is that clear to you? Expansion slot.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, now I am moving to the next part. So computer casing done. Now computer monitor. So all of you are very familiar with this computer monitor, I believe that. So here is the definition given. A monitor is an electronic visual display for computers. Okay, electronic visual display for the computers. So we can say that our monitor is one type of output device. Okay, whatever the output our computer basically give us, we can visualize those output by using this computer monitor. Okay, the monitor includes what we have inside the computer monitor. We have a display device. Okay, in front of the computer monitor we have a display device. Okay, then we have number of circuit. Okay, behind the display device we have number of circuits. Then we have enclosure. Enclosure means there is a cover. That cover usually made by plastic. Okay, that cover basically made by plastic. All right. Okay, so these are the things we have inside the computer monitor. Okay, right. Then we have different types of monitor. Okay, we have different types of computer monitor. Here you can see they are basically mentioned 4 types of computer monitor. first of all, cathode ray tube, or in short CRT, liquid crystal display, or in short LCD, then light emitting diode, or in short LED, and at last organic light emitting diode, or in short OLED. Excuse me. So now I am going to discuss about them one by one. Mainly we are going to learn about their characteristics, some advantages and some disadvantages. Okay, let's see. Okay, the first one is cathode ray tube. Okay, do you have any idea about this CRT monitor? Anyone has
Yes,
experience
sir.
with this monitor?
Yes, sir. I had a CRT monitor
All right, how it
back
look
in
like?
2011.
Okay,
It looks like what should I say? It looks like old TV,
old
basically,
TV.
which is
Right.
bigger in back side. I mean, larger in back side,
Mhm.
and it was a little bit curved display. It was not actually flat, and sometimes whenever uh, magnet passes nearby the monitor,
Mm. It basically
the
hampered the
display
display.
was distracted by that.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. You are very correct. So now, at first, I would like to show that. Okay, so the picture. This is your CRT monitor. It's look like the old
Yes, sir.
television,
Yes, sir.
isn't it? Okay, and it
Yes,
was
sir.
very heavy. Okay, it basically tough to move from one place to another. Okay, and it
Yes, sir.
basically take lots of space. Okay, right. So now I would like to explain the characteristics of this CRT monitor. So here you can see they are basically mentioning what this CRT monitor is the first computer monitor. This CRT computer is the first computer monitors use cathode ray tube. Cathode ray tube and old CRTs have a rounded, spherical or cylindrical shape, as your friend already mentioned. The display was curved. Okay, but nowadays, which CRT we are getting is basically come with this flat screen. There is no curve over there. So what are the advantages we're going to get from this CRT monitor? It has number of disadvantages. That's why nowadays we're not using it. But still, in some sector, people are using this cathode ray tube or CRT monitor. So what are the advantages we're getting? We might get from this CRT monitor. Let's see. Fast response time. Okay, and it basically works best for rapidly moving or changing image. Okay, so if you want to display any rapidly moving image or rapidly moving object on that time, it's better to use CRT. Okay, that's why still nowadays with CCTV camera, okay, you will get this type of monitor. They are using this CCTV camera. They are using CRT monitor to visualize what basically that CCTV camera capturing. Okay, that is the thing. Then the second point, highest pixel resolution. Okay, it basically provide highest pixel resolution. That means you know that, I mean, in a specific region, okay, if we increase the number of pixel, the brightness will increase. Okay, that is the thing. So it can, I mean, give us better resolution, picture resolution. Okay. Third point they're mentioning, viewable from almost every angle. Okay. So if you stand, I mean, in front of your CRT monitor, you will get clear vision. If you change your position, left side or right side, then you will also get the almost clear vision. Okay, that is the thing. This is a very, I mean, good advantage. Okay, almost from every angle, you will get same output. You will get same visualization. Okay, that's why viewable from almost every angle. Okay, if you change the angle, it will not hamper your picture resolution, picture color, picture brightness, or other things. Okay, which facility we do not have in LCD. LCD is advanced than the CRT, but in LCD we do not have this advantage. Okay, in LCD, if you change your position, then you will miss the color, you will miss the resolution. Picture might be look like hazy to you. Okay, that is the thing. So best for applications that require they're mentioning very accurate color. Okay, and grayscale calibration. That means when you need very accurate color, on that time you can use this CRT monitor. Think about in medical sector, ultrasonogram. Okay, with ultrasonogram machine, if you saw the monitor with that ultrasonogram, okay, you will find out there is a CRT monitor, not LCD monitor over there. Okay, because by using that CRT monitor, we can capture, we can find out very accurate color. Okay, that's why most of the cases still they are using what, this type of CRT monitor with that machine to get accurate or exact color. Okay, so this is the advantage. And the last advantage they are mentioning, the price is less nowadays. This one is very cheap. Okay, if you compare with CRT or LCD, the price of this computer or monitor is very cheap. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, so again, there is no unmixed placing in the world. So let's discuss about some disadvantages of this cathode ray tube monitor. So first disadvantage, fairly bright. It can give us bright picture, but not as light as LCD. Okay. Then
LCDs.
second problem they are mentioning, use more power and produce more heat. You saw the size, isn't it? Okay. As the size is big, it will consume more power. It will produce more heat. Okay. Then larger, wide is more very heavy and take up more space. Okay.
Space.
So these are the disadvantages of this cathode ray tube. Okay. All right. And here we can see
Yes,
the
sir.
picture in the next slide.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Please, the picture is here. What is the
Sir,
question?
what is exactly gray? Sorry, sir. Can you, sir, go back? Sir, what is exactly, sir, grayscale calibration?
Grayscale calibration, basically you are going to learn about in detail things in your computer graphics course. Okay, but let me give you very basic idea. Grayscale calibration, like when we basically display something through a display device, on that time there are some parameter we have. On those parameter, picture intensity, picture brightness, okay, picture resolution, many things depends on those parameters. Okay, so grayscale calibration is one of them. Okay, so basically when we basically want to display some gray color or like black color near to black and white, okay, this type of image, when we would like to show, on that time we basically use this cathode ray tube. Okay, through grayscale calibration, because of this grayscale calibration, we can display those black and white image more accurately. So think about, did you ever did your or do your what should I say, ultrasonogram, anyone? Or did you ever see the ultrasonogram?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so is that colorful picture or is that black and white?
Black and white.
Black
sir.
and white, sir.
Isn't it? Black and white. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's why I'm telling. Nowadays in the medical sector, still we are using CRT because of this grayscale calibration. It is the capability, okay, to display a black and white or gray picture in more accurate way, more perfect way. That is the thing, which your LCD or CRT, sorry, LCD or LED monitor cannot display. Okay, as like as
So nowadays it provides color also, sir.
nowadays definitely nowadays it also colorful picture as well. Okay,
Yes, sir. Colorful
like,
pictures.
like especially if you do your ultrasonogram for what should I say, for what, for pregnancy purpose. Okay, this is one reason.
Yes,
You
sir.
can also find out colorful picture in that.
Colorful pictures of babies.
Right. Okay, that is the thing. But still, those pictures are little bit gray, isn't it? Those picture is not that much colorful, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Not that much colorful, but little bit.
Little bit, right? Okay. You will find out some gray shade or some brownish shade over there. That's the thing. Okay, all right. So I think now you have idea about this cathode ray tube. Now let's move to the next one. That is LCD, liquid crystal display.
Display.
All right. So here, the primary use of this type of monitor was in laptop. We use the people basically invent this LCD monitor to support their laptop. In the laptop, we basically use this type of monitor at the very first time. Okay, where the lower, what is the advantage they're mentioning here? Let me mark it down. Lower power consumption, it will consume less power, less electricity, lighter weight. Okay, that means it is not that much heavier, then smaller in physical size. Okay, and as because it is giving this kind of facility, price is little bit high. If you compare with CRT, then price is high. Okay, that is the thing. So these are the fundamental thing regarding LCD. Now the advantages, the product brightness. Think about the brightness of the product. Okay, this one is very high. If you compare with CRT, CRT is bright, but this one is much more bright. Okay, brighter than the your CRT monitor. Then here you can see this is energy efficient. Okay, and we can find out what it consumes 1/3 less power. CRT. Can you guys hear me now? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
Can
So
hear you.
it can consume less amount of power. Okay, power effective, power efficient, or energy efficient. And we can see here it can consume 1/3 less power if you compare with CRT monitor. Then take up about 40% less desk space. Okay, so it basically save your space as well. Okay, right, and completely flat screen. Okay, here you will not get any round or spherical shape screen. Okay, two side will not be curved. You will get totally flat screen. Okay.
I have a
Now,
question.
please.
What is energy efficient?
Sorry.
So what is energy efficient?
Okay, energy efficient means it consume less electricity. It use less electricity. Okay, if you compare with CRT monitor, it will use 1/3 less power, less electricity than the CRT monitor. Energy efficient means it basically use less electricity. Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Then disadvantages. First one is, as I already mentioned, restricted viewing angle. Okay, if you change your viewing angle, then it might affect on picture brightness, contrast, and then
Colors.
colors. Okay, you will not get accurate color. You will not get accurate contrast. You will not get same brightness. Okay, if you change your viewing angle. Then considerably more expensive, right? This one is more expensive than the CRT. Okay, and lower contrast than CRT due to poor black level. Okay, So it cannot display black and white image as perfectly as CRT monitor. Okay, that is the thing.
So this is more colorful, but
Right, it's
not
colorful,
provide
bright
as
well.
but not provide the black and white color properly.
It can provide black and white color definitely, but not as good as your CRT monitor.
CRT.
You will not
Yes, sir.
accurate one. Okay, that is the
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
because in previous one it has grayscale calibration. Okay, but here we do not have. Okay, that is the okay. So now I would like to show you the picture. Okay, you can see the picture here, isn't it? Okay, this picture. In this picture, you can understand this is the CRT, LCD monitor. Okay, liquid crystal display monitor. All right. So now the third one, light emitting diode. Okay,
LED.
LED. In your maybe university, not university level, college level, intermediate level, in your physics book, you basically learn about this LED, isn't it? LED bulb, LED light. Okay, that is the thing. So LED means light emitting diode. Okay, and suppose nowadays most of the cases we are using LED. Okay, so
Sir, what is meaning light emitting diode?
sorry.
Sir, what is meaning of the light emitting diode?
Okay, so if you want to understand this thing, at first you should have some idea about the diode. What is diode? Okay, do you have any idea?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Diode?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay,
No,
diode
no.
basically means again in your computer fundamental of electronics course, we are going to learn about the diode. Okay, they are going to introduce you with different types of diode. Okay, so it is basically one chemical, not chemical. Definitely, we have some chemical. We have some, maybe some silicon or some other things we have here, and
Other things, yes.
it basically work as a diode, and this diode can emit light. That diode can emit light. Okay, emit
Light. Okay, sir.
nishoron
Okay.
kora. Okay, in Bengali this is called nishoron kora. Okay, that is the thing. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
That
Okay.
diode
Okay,
can
sir.
limit. That diode can emit light. Okay, that is the thing. That's why that diode name is light emitting diode. Okay, and we give the display name LED display. Okay, as this diode can emit light, that's why the diode name is light emitting diode. So এটা মানে হচ্ছে কি যে ডায়োডটা লাইট নিঃসরণ করতে পারে, আলো নিঃসরণ করতে পারে, সেটাকে আমরা বলি LED light or LED diode. Okay, that is it. But in your fundamental of electronic course, you're going to learn about this thing more elaborately. You have to learn what is the structure of the diode, how we can make diode, how this basically different types of diode work. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, now let's come back to our lesson. So an LED display is a flat panel display which utilizes an array of light emitting diode as an video display. Here they mention one important thing. This is the main characteristics of this computer monitor. Okay, array of light. Array of light means any idea? Array of light emitting diodes. Array of LED. What does it mean? In your next course in C programming, you are going to learn about array. Okay, but do you know in general sense what is array?
No, sir.
Okay, so array basically means some series. Okay, one after another. Okay,
I can hear.
We are basically placing number of LED bulb, small LED bulb, one after another. We are basically making array of LED light. Suppose if I draw it, suppose this is LED light, one LED light, then this is another LED light, this is another LED light. Okay, and all together what we can say them, this is the array of LED light, series of LED light, one after another. Okay, so in this way we can place some other LED light. Okay, some LED light we have here. Okay, I'm giving another LED light here. Okay, LED light. So this is called basically what? Array of LED light. We have number of LED lights available here. Okay, and LED light, this number of LED lights basically make a single display monitor. That means inside your LED monitor you have number of small LED bulb, and together they are making what? A single display device. Am I clear?
Sure. Yes, sir.
Inside the LED monitor, okay, you have number of small bulb, number of small LED bulb, okay, and all together they are basically working as a single display unit. Okay, that is the thing.
Sir, I'm not clear about the array. What is actually the array is?
Array means series of character. Array, no, sorry, array means series. Okay, suppose here we
Okay.
have series of 5 LED. 1, 2, 3,
Line.
4, and 5. Okay, in total here 5 LED bulb we have. Okay, so we can say that this is the array of LED. This is the array of LED, series of bulb, LED bulb. Okay, and there I'm placing them one after another, one after another. That is the thing. Okay, in programming,
Yeah, that means, sir, it should be a line.
it should be line. Okay, it should be line, or it can be matrix as well. It can be matrix as well,
Okay.
because there are
Okay,
different
Yes,
types of
sir.
array.
Yes, sir.
There are one-dimensional array. There are multi-dimensional array. Okay, we have two types of array:
Yes,
one-dimensional
sir.
array and multi-dimensional array. Okay, that is the thing.
Array.
Huh.
Got it.
Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir, clear.
All right. So an LED panel is a, now they are saying LED panel is a little display, okay, or a component of a large display. Okay, that is the thing. One LED bulb is a very small display, but when we put number of bulbs, okay, and when we place them one after another, when we make array, on that time they basically work as a single display unit. Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So if I give
Yes,
some
sir.
example to you, the use of LED display, then you can easily connect my words with that example. So think about stadium, okay, cricket stadium or football stadium. Okay, over there you will find out a large display, scoreboard, isn't it? Nowadays
Yes,
those
sir.
scoreboard are digital scoreboard, isn't it? Okay, nowadays those are not analog anymore. Those are digital scoreboard. So that display panel is what? That is LED display. Okay, that is LED display. Behind that we have number of small LED bulb, and all together all the bulbs, they are basically playing role as system display unit. Okay, that is the thing. Sometimes we basically visualize some traffic signal sign, isn't it, on the road? Traffic signal sign, and there are some red light going, isn't it? Red text going
Yes,
one side to
sir.
another side.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what type of display device that one is? That one is also LED display.
LED device.
Then think about what? Digital billboard. Okay, digital billboard.
Yes, sir. Billboards. Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, think about I saw one in Shahbag Mode. Shahbag Mode. Over there you will get a display like TV, isn't it? A big display. Okay, so that is basically nothing but your LED display. Okay, light emitting diode display. Okay, that is the thing. So now you have idea about the use of LED.
আম্মু
Okay, all right.
খাবারটা গরম করো
Okay.
We have 5 minutes left.
Okay, thank you. Your friends also asking for food. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. So here is the picture. Okay, LCD, light emitting diode. Okay, but you might ask me one question, sir. LCD and LED, physically both of them are same. Okay, internal mechanism is different, but physically both of them are same. Outlook is
Same. Looks like same.
right, outlook is same. So how we are going to distinguish, okay, how we can differentiate? This one is LCD, this one is LED. Basically it is
LED.
tough to understand, okay, by seeing their physical structure, but those who are the manufacturer, they write down on the plastic box that this is LCD, this is LED. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, all right. Then we have only 5 minutes left, so let's quickly finish this one. Last one is OLED, organic light emitting diode, and this one is refined version, more advanced version of OLED. Okay, organic light emitting diode, and this one is basically your you can say this one is basically your health friendly or eye friendly. Okay, if you work in front of your computer monitor for a long time, on that time there is a very good chance to hamper your eyesight. It might hamper your eyesight, but this type of monitor will help you to to prevent this damage. Okay, that is the thing.
Yes, sir.
So
The blue light.
right, it has high contrast, better viewing angle than LCD. They required more power. Okay, so they can use less power, but when they show white or bright background on that time, only on that time, they basically consume more power.
More power.
So the price is very high. Why the price is very high? When I'm going to show you the picture, then you can understand. In 2011, 25-inch, that means 64 centimeter OLED monitor cost how much? $7,500.
$500.
Okay, but the price,
Dollars.
right? This is, dollar,
sir.
this is the dollar symbol, isn't it? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Are
Yes, sir.
expected to fall. Okay, right. I don't know what is the current price. Okay, so you can Google it if you want. Then this is the picture. Okay, this is the picture, and can you see the side view here?
Yes, sir.
How thin this one is?
Yes, sir. It's very thin.
Right. They are
1
basically
centimeter or 2
nanotechnology
centimeter.
here. Okay, advanced nanotechnology here. Okay, that is right. That's
So will we learn about the AMOLED display, AMOLED?
no need to learn about that thing. We're going to learn about very fundamental things like right, LED or your CRT or this OLED. Okay, these are the basic things. The course is fundamental of computer. So here basically you are going to learn about the very basic thing. But in your
Yes,
computer
sir.
graphics course, okay, you are going to learn about many advanced things. Okay, that is the thing. Like you're going to learn about how CRT work. Okay, how CRT display work. Okay, this type of thing you're going to learn in your computer graphics class. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, guys, as we have only 2 minutes left, so that's all about my today's lecture. So I think all the points are clear to you. Let me recap the whole thing again. First of all, we discussed about computer case. Okay, we learned about 2 types of computer case, vertical tower and flat desktop. Then we discussed about computer monitor. Under computer monitor, we discussed about CRT, LCD, LED,
CRT.
and OLED. We learned their characteristics, we learned their advantages as well as some disadvantages. Okay.
Okay, sir.
In our next class, we're going to cover other like a keyboard, mouse, and what? Another one is power cord. All right. Now it's time
Okay,
to
sir,
take
okay,
your
sir.
attendance and select the reporter and convener for the next
Attendance.
class. So our next class
Yes, sir.
convener.
Sir, I have a question.
Any question, Arif?
Sir, can we find it chapter 2 in Google Classroom?
Right. I already uploaded the slide on the Google Classroom. Okay, the slide as well as the book. Okay, chapter 2. Both of them are uploaded. Huh? Okay, all right.
So can you please
please?
tell us the submission date of the assignment?
Okay, I forget to mention this one. Very good question. Okay, so I am not going to give you assignment now, but I would like to take a quiz test on chapter number 1. That is the thing. So I am going to
Okay,
give you an assignment later on. When you complete some other chapter, then I am going to give you an assignment. Okay, and inside the assignment, you are going to
Okay,
get
sir.
some, what should I say? You are going to get some
Okay.
creative question. Okay, that is the thing. Then you will be able to understand what type
Okay.
of question you are going to get in your examination. Okay, that's why I'm not going to give your assignment now, but take your preparation, okay, on chapter number 1, so that you can start a good figure in the quiz test. Soon I'm going to announce
Okay,
the
sir.
quiz test date and time. All right.